Good evening. Several businesses damaged in Pensacola this afternoon. Several people also hospitalized to be checked out after sure looks like a tornado just over an hour ago, about 4:15, 4:25 time frame. Escambia County says several commercial buildings were damaged, including a roof being ripped off one of them. County says at least 3 people have been taken to a hospital.
And WEAR's Hannah James is there at the scene right now. Hannah, what are you seeing?
Sue, Bob, we got here just a half hour ago and it is flooded with first responders. We see a building that's damaged behind us, but right now we're going to talk live with the Public Safety Director of Escambia County. This is Eric Gilmore. Eric, if you could just tell me what happened today.
So we don't know. We had a weather event. We don't know what type of weather event. They're working on that. National Weather Service will be out tomorrow morning to do a damage assessment and determine exactly what happened. So as at this moment, we don't know exactly what happened, but it was a weather event.
And then what time were you called to this area to respond?
It was after 4 o'clock. We got calls from people who were in the buildings behind us that said something had come through and the pieces of the roof were missing, and potentially had some patients on scene who had been hit by debris. So we got the call a little after 4.
And there are 3 injuries reported at this time. Is that correct, and what were those?
Yeah, we did have 3 injuries reported this time. We did transport 2 to the hospital, and 1 was a triage and refuse. So the 2 that went to the hospital, they were minor injuries, so nothing major, thank goodness.
And then when we talk about damage assessment, you're doing your own damage assessment out here. Where are the areas that you've identified some debris has come through?
So where we are is kind of in the middle of Ellis Industrial Park. So it started, what we ascertained, it started on the south side of the property near Blazer Boat, and then ran north through the businesses behind me and kind of stopped right here at Wayne Dalton Doors. So we've done our primary damage assessment. We've done our primary search and rescue to make sure we've accounted for everybody and get anybody who needs help, the immediate help they need. And the guys are finishing up the secondary right now.
And then we talked about the secondary that's going on right now. What's the rest of the plan of actions for the rest of tonight?
So tonight, I'm sure the business owners will come in here, do some damage assessment of their own, what they have for their property. We have some sheet metal that's been peeled off the buildings behind me. We're going to have power crews out here. We've got power lines down, so they'll secure the area and secure the power, and any debris removal that needs to take place.
I talked to an eyewitness who said that this happened rapidly. And when we talk about weather events, there's hardly or sometimes no time to prepare. What kind of information do you want to get out to citizens that as we go into more weather?
Well, being that we're going to have a weather situation tomorrow, which we were supposed to see tomorrow, not today. Nobody was anticipating something like this happening today. Be weather aware at all times. Turn your alerts on. I know alert wasn't given on this one, and we'll figure that out with the National Weather Service. But be weather aware and have a plan if alert does go out.
Well, Mr. Gilmore, I want to thank you so much for speaking with us. And again, this area, I'm on Copter Road. It is closed for by-through traffic as they work to process this scene, but we're going to have more information coming up for you later as we gather more details. Reporting live from Copter Road, I'm Hannah James, WEAR News.
And as we heard Eric Gilmore saying there, this was one of those situations that literally seemed to come out of nowhere.